So with all of these, I started taking, I'll get to the background part. I taught hybrid for the first time.
Okay.
Probably right before I went on sabbatical, 07, something like that, back in the O's. And it was awful. It was a disaster. I lost half the class. I've never lost half my class, and I lost half the class. I couldn't get them to gel in class. I couldn't get them to gel online, and I said, never again. Until we said, well, somebody's got to do it. Okay, I'll try it again. But I realized that the first time around, I was thinking, I need this control over the content being delivered to them. I'll do that face-to-face and try to get them to interact online. Didn't work for me. I had to get the content delivery online and do the active stuff face-to-face. So I made all the videos, and what they do is to do, I have a lot of stuff up here. Okay, so here's a sample one. I'm not going to play very much of it.
For market competition to be,
but it's just my drawings and I narrated over it.
Not all mergers are anti-competitive, though.
So this one's
some are even
mergers.
efficiency enhancing. Let's take a look at 3 categories of
You know, and occasionally then I can throw in the definitions with all that kinds of things.
Acquired the guide of chocolate.
So anyway, they'll watch this video lecture in a couple of weeks on mergers, and the way that I integrate that into Canvas, gotta find my Canvas course, is basically the stuff that they do online. They come in class and we do experiments and we do graphing practice and we do discussions and they do written problems. But for homework, a lot of what they do is they come in and watch the video, which I have embedded in Canvas. I include typically a notes outline. It's actually a couple of episodes earlier than this one, so that they can print it, have the outline of what's in the videos next to them, take the notes, and then once they're done watching it, they will go and do review questions. So they move on and do the practice sets for this, and they have to pass it at a certain rate before they can move on to the next video. So mine's mostly delivering lecture content to them in a friendlier way. If you are looking at this and thinking, she's nuts, because nobody would do that. Linda and I actually got into this initially because we took the digital storytelling workshop at Scottsdale several summers ago. So you don't have to. You can get just images, take pictures, find them somewhere, and
received as a child.
Tell whatever your story
It
is.
seemed like every year there was some item that you just desperately had to have. But can you really recall any of them now?
It is Mrs. Beasley.
I remember only one. I can't even remember how old I was.
But I took some of the pictures myself. I found some of the pictures online. Same thing, you do them in Moviemaker, something like that. And then did my narrative over it. So you don't have to go draw all the pictures. You can go and find the content and you want to stitch some pictures together. So that would work too.
I got to open the first gift.
So it's just a different way of delivering lecture content. I know that there are
And the
people
first gift I
who...
opened was, you guessed it, Mrs. Beasley. I was
her. It's on YouTube if you want to watch it. You really have to see the ending. I know that there are people like, if you've ever seen Matt Fisher's videos, he actually will go in a conference room with the flip video camera, just put it on a stand in front of the whiteboard and lecture to it. I couldn't do that personally. I don't think I have the energy that I can deliver to an empty room. I need people in it to bounce off of. But that works for people too. So that's another way that you could deliver video lecture content or the screencasting or, so whatever is going to work for you. This is happened to give me my creative outlet as well. So yeah, failure. Born out of failure to teach hybrid classes very well. That's about it.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
That they're actually hand drawn. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I've had students about 10 weeks in. Is that you in there? Did you draw all that?
And then you also have the video scribe.
I do, which is a different tool and costs some money, although there is a free, I can show a sample.
So you have to have drawing artistic ability to do it this
someone.
way, or
Well,
someone to do it for you.
Well, isn't Animoto or?
Yes,
Yeah.
Animoto
Yeah.
is an easy way to do this as well. Video Scribe is a nice tool.
Oh, Powtoons.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's another great one.
my students just use that. Powtoons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's free.
Many courses fully understand the realities of online and hybrid teaching when they first get started.
This is another one of those where they have a library of artwork, and you just write your stuff on the page and say, here's how I want it to focus, do I want it to pan over here, do I want it to be this big, where do I want it? So then it looks like you're getting motion in the video. It draws it out for you. It looks a little more like John's, but I didn't draw that.
That's pretty cool. Why did I even do that? Because then that's so awesome.
Costs money. I asked Santa for the lifetime subscription on this while they had it on sale, because
This not only helps
it's not cheap.
What's this one called, Mary?
But there's, like
Video
I said, a
Scribe.
30 days.
Video
So
Scribe.
if you wanted to try one or two of them, you could do it free for 30 days.
Online
Use that.
instructors must be comfortable having an online presence. At the start of the course, students will
Pretty
create
much.
discussion boards.
That's about all I got, unless people have questions for me. Keep it on track.
How did you have to scan these
Yep.
or?
See
Okay.
those receipt scanners? My
Yeah.
husband has one. He just feeds the whole stack of cards once I'm done with that set and
Nice.
get all the images at once.
That's cool.
So I had to do a little cleanup on a couple of times, you
Mhm.
know, where it turned out kind of blue around the edges,
Yeah.
but not too bad. And I'm sure you could get away without that. What the research shows is that students are very forgiving about ums and uhs and little flaws. They don't care quite as much about production values as we do when we're first starting. And so as you go along, you kind of get to forgive yourself for some of the little flaws as long as they're getting the content, they're enjoying it. They'd rather have it in class. If I were lecturing, they might be hesitant to stop me and ask me something, but with the video, they don't care if they stop the video. They're not going to hurt the video's feelings, so they'll pause whenever they need to. So another advantage for them. Disadvantages, because I'm big into costs and benefits. This was way time consuming. I mean, just the way that I did it, only a crazy person would do it this way. So I would suggest use the easier tools, use other images that are out there. You don't have to go draw all your own stick people for these. Record what you can already. Screencasts work really well, which I think is what Mary's going to show. And I use a little of that, but probably not as much as what you've got. So I'll turn it over to you.
Okay.